Hello learners, I am Parikshit and welcome to a very exciting session on Unacademy CAT-alyst. In today's session, we are going to talk about time and distance previous year NMAT questions. Remember, the cutoffs in NMAT have been really high last year. So you got to really prepare for NMIMS Mumbai if NMIMS Mumbai happens to be in the list of your dream colleges. Remember, the NMAT notification is already out. The NMAT exam taking will start from the month of October, and I strongly recommend that you give the NMAT examination at least the first attempt in October so that if required, you can appear again in November or December. So it's highly recommended that you write the NMAT definitely the first attempt at least in October. Anyway, let's get started with today's session. So this is me, your educator on the platform with the highest live class ratings, thanks to my learners. A lot of happenings on Unacademy in the next few days. We have a lot of new batches are starting, and to enroll for any of these batches, 2021 aspirants or 2022 aspirants, you got to use the code Parikshit Live, which is there on your screen. If you use this code, you will get maximum discounts. Also, you will get free mentorship. Yeah, you heard it correct. Free mentorship from my side, and mentorship is all about helping you beyond your class hours. Let's get started with today's questions. Okay, let's have the first set of questions on the screen. Okay, yeah, the first one. The distance between Mumbai and Delhi is 1440 kilometers. Two persons, A and B, started simultaneously from Mumbai towards Delhi. B took 6 hours less than A to reach Delhi. Instead, if A travels at twice the speed, he reaches Delhi 6 hours earlier than B. Find the speed of B. Okay. So I think they have given you two scenarios in this question, right? Two scenarios, and they say the difference of time in both the scenarios is how many hours? Let's try to understand this. In one case, okay, B took 6 hours less than A. So let's say in case 1, if A is reaching at 12 p.m., you know what? B is reaching 6 hours less. So can I say B is reaching at 6 a.m.? Correct? Next they say, instead if A travels at twice its speed, he reaches 6 hours earlier than B. So if B is, remember, B's speed is constant. So in both the scenarios, B is reaching at 6 a.m. First scenario, B reaches 6 hours earlier than A. So if B is 6 a.m., as an example, this is just an example, okay? A is reaching at 12 p.m. In the second case, if A travels at twice his speed, he reaches Delhi 6 hours earlier than B. So can I say B is reaching at 6 a.m., A must have been reaching at midnight 12 a.m. A must be reaching at midnight 12 a.m. I hope you understand this example. This is just an example. But what is most important to understand is the difference in time between both the scenarios, right? For A is 12 hours. Can you see this? First case, it is midday, 12 p.m. noon. Second instance, it is midnight, 12 a.m. So the difference between both the scenarios is 12 hours. Correct? So what is time? Time is distance by speed. Distance is directly given to us, 1440. Let's say the speed of A is SA minus second case, time is again distance by speed. Distance is 1440. Speed is, remember, A has doubled its speed. It is twice the speed now. So twice the speed would mean 2 times this, correct? 2 times this, right? And this is equal to 12. This is equal to 12. So can you do the maths? Can you do the maths? Yes. 2 ones are 2, 720s are. So 1440 minus 720 is 720 divided by S. A is equal to 12, or 12 ones are 12 six are, so 60. So can I say speed of A is 60. 60 kilometers per hour. 60 kilometers per hour. I hope you understand. Yeah? Okay. Now let's look at it. But question is not about speed of A. Question is about speed of B. Speed of B. So we got to determine that now. So what is the time taken by A? If you know the distance, if you know the speed, can you determine the time? Time is distance divided by the speed. So 624. Time is A would take 24 hours. What does B take? How much time does B take? Question says B takes 6 hours less than A. If B is taking 6 hours less than A, can I say B must be taking 24 minus 6, which is 18 hours. 24 minus 6, which is 18 hours. Do you get this? So time taken by A is 24 hours. What about B? B is taking 6 hours less than A. So obviously it would mean 18 hours. What is the speed of A? Speed of A is simple. Speed is distance divided by the time. Distance divided by the time. So how much is the speed of A? 80 kilometers per hour. 80 kilometers per hour, which is option B. I hope you follow this. This is a pretty easy one. A pretty easy one, and has come in NMAT also has come. So this is the difficulty level of the NMAT, right? So what is the only concept I use? Distance is speed rule, right? That's the only concept I use for this question. Okay. Any doubt? If you're viewing live, you can ask me. Question number 2. Let's go to question number 2. Let's go to question number 2. Okay. Fine. Number 2. A and B started simultaneously towards each other from P and Q respectively. From P and Q respectively. The distance between P and Q is 600 kilometers and the ratio of speeds of A is to B is 5:7. If they meet at a point M, find the distance PM. Okay. Now let's have a look. Let's have a look. Okay. A and B started towards each other from P and Q respectively. So this is Q, this is Q. So A moves from here and B comes from here. Correct? Distance between P and Q is 600 kilometers. Is 600 kilometers. So this distance is 600 kilometers. And the ratio of speeds of A is to B is 5:7. So let's say speed of A is 5, speed of A is 5x, B is 7x. If they meet at a point M, find the distance PM. Okay. Now, if the ratio of speeds is 5:x, how do you interpret this ratio? Ratio means whenever A covers 5 kilometers, B would have covered 7 kilometers. Whenever A covers 5 kilometers, B would have covered 7 kilometers. Correct? That's how you would interpret it. That's how you would interpret it. Correct? Okay. They are meeting at a point M. They are meeting at a point M. Find the distance PM. Find the distance PM. Correct? Now think about it. How you interpret, as I mentioned, whenever A covers 5, B is covering 7. In other words, whenever the two human beings together cover 12 kilometers, 5 plus 7. Remember 5 plus 7. Whenever the two human beings together cover 12 kilometers, A would have covered 5 kilometers. A would have covered 5 kilometers. Correct? How did I get the 12? 5 plus 7. Now, if they are meeting at a point M, remember any point they meet, can I say for the two people to meet, the total distance traveled by them must be equal to 600? Think about it. Let's say they are meeting at M. They are meeting at M. So if you are able to visualize, how much did A travel? A travel PM. How much did B travel? B travel QM. So if the two human beings are meeting, can I say PM plus QM is nothing but PQ, PQ. PM plus QM is nothing but PQ. And how much is PQ? 600. So for the two human beings to meet, the total distance that they need to travel is 600 kilometers. Is 600. So if they are traveling 600 kilometers in travel, how much did A travel? That is it. That is it. Apply unitary method. 5 by 12 into 600 comes out to be 250 kilometers. Comes out to be 250. That's your answer. That's your answer. Got it? I hope again it's a pretty easy one. Clear? Okay. Third one. Number 3. Let's look at number 3. X and Y are two stations 630 kilometers apart. Okay. P starts from X and moves towards Y at 90 kilometers per hour. Okay, let's write it down. Let's write it down. X and Y are two stations 630 kilometers apart. So X is here, Y is here. The distance between them, as they say, is 630 kilometers. P starts from X. So one guy starts from X and move towards Y at 90 kilometers per hour. Q starts from Y at the same time and move towards X at 120 kilometers per hour. Correct? Find the extra distance traveled by Q when they meet. Find the extra distance traveled by Q when they meet. Okay. Let's say they are meeting at this point. Let's say they are meeting at this point, and let's call this point M. Let's call this point M. Correct? Okay. First thing first. After how many hours will they meet? After how many hours will they meet? Now think about it. Logically think. At the end of 1 hour, if you're imagining, this is a diagram. So let's say these are the start points. Okay. These are the start points. This is X. This is Y. Okay. The blue color. At the end of the first hour, P would have moved 90 kilometers, and at the end of the first hour, Q would have moved 120 kilometers. So can I say at the end of 1 hour, the distance between them reduces by 210 kilometers. How did I get it 210? 90 plus 120. 90 plus 120 is 210 kilometers. So the distance between them reduces by 210 kilometers every hour. In other words, if you are able to visualize, X is traveling 90 kilometers per hour, Y is traveling 120 kilometers per hour, and they are moving towards each other. So can I say 120 plus 90, distance between them is reducing by 210 kilometers per hour. So to reduce a total distance of 630, remember whenever they meet, they got to cover a total distance of 630 kilometers. Correct? Think about it again. If they are meeting at a point M, if they are meeting at a point M, you know what? X has covered, P has covered XM, this distance. P has covered distance. If they are meeting at a point M, Q has covered this distance. So if they have to meet, total distance covered got to be XY. So in 1 hour, they cover 210 kilometers. So 610 kilometers they would have covered in 3 hours. This means they meet at the end of 3 hours. This means they meet at the end of 3 hours. Correct? So in 3 hours, how much distance does P travel? Distance covered by P in 3 hours. 90 kilometers per hour, and you have traveled for 3 hours. So at the end of 3 hours, P would have covered 270 kilometers. Similarly, Q, you know what Q? Q covers 120 kilometers per hour. And when they meet, Q must have covered 120 into 3, 360 kilometers. So what is the extra distance traveled by Q compared to P? 360 minus 270. Answer is 90 kilometers. Answer is 90 kilometers, which is option B. Which is option B. Hope you are following. Correct? Any doubt in this? Clear? Fine. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Number 4. Let's go to number 4. Okay. Number 4 on your screen. Let's do it together. Train X started from, so these are all NMAT level questions, okay? Number 4. Train X started from town A towards town B at 6 a.m. and reached B at 2 p.m. Train Y started from B towards A at 7 a.m. and reached B at 3 p.m. Okay. At what time did both the trains cross each other? Okay, fine. Let's do it together. Let's do it together. Let's draw the scenario. So there is a town A and there is a town B. Okay. X has started from town A at 6 a.m. and Y has started and reached B at 2 p.m. So X reaches B at 2 p.m. Y starts from B towards A at 7 p.m. at 7 a.m. So Y starts from here at 7 a.m. and reaches B at 3 p.m. Reaches B at 3 p.m. Correct? At what time did both the trains cross each other? Okay. The total distance between the two places is not given to you. So let's say total distance is D. Let's say total distance between the two places is D. Okay. At what time did both the trains cross each other? Okay. Now think about it. Now think about it logically. At 7 a.m. At 7 a.m. Think about it. Let's draw it. At 7 a.m. What has happened at 7 a.m.? Remember, why am I saying 7 a.m.? Because till 7 a.m. B has not even started. At 7 a.m. both the bodies are moving. But before 7 a.m. only one body is moving. So can I say from 6 to 7 a.m. only X has moved. Only X was traveling. X was traveling. So how much distance did it travel till 7 a.m.? Remember, X starts at 6 a.m. and reaches at 2 p.m. So you know what? X is taking total 8 hours to cover the distance. 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. What about Y? Y starts at 7 a.m. and reaches at 3 p.m. So Y also takes 8 hours to cover the entire journey. Cover the entire journey. Now think about it again. If X is taking 8 hours to cover the entire journey, then can I say in 1 hour, X must have covered 1 by 8, total distance divided by 8. Remember, total distance is D by 8. Will you agree? Why? X covers the entire distance is 8 hours. So 1 hour, it must have covered D by 8. So because X starts at 6 a.m., by 7 a.m., at 7 a.m., X has covered this distance, which is D by 8. So total distance is, it takes 8 hours. So 1 hour, it must have covered D by 8. So at 7 a.m., how much is the distance of separation? Total distance D minus D by 8. So now the distance between A and B is 7D by 8. 7D by 8. Think about it. 7D by 8. Correct? And you are done. And you are done. How will you determine? Time taken. They are asking you that find the time taken, right? Time is nothing but distance at 7 a.m. Distance of separation when the two bodies are moving. What is the distance of separation? We just calculated 7D by 8. If two bodies are moving in opposite directions, then their relative speed, I hope you know the basics, is given by the sum of the speeds. Sum of the speeds. Remember, X and Y are moving in opposite directions. So what is the speed of X? X takes 8 hours. We need the speed, right? Time is distance by the speed. What is the speed? Not given directly. So what will I say? Speed is again. So let's write down speed of X plus speed of Y. Correct? What is the speed of X? Speed of X is not directly given. Speed is distance by the time. What is the distance? Distance is D. What is the time? 8 hours. Distance by time. Similarly, the speed of Y, distance is D, time is 8. Time is 8. Correct? So D by 8 is common throughout. D by 8 is common throughout. You can cancel it. You can cancel it. So what I get is 7 by 1 plus 1. Denominator, if you cancel out, you'll get 1 plus 1, 2. So can I say it takes 3.5 hours to me? 3.5 hours. So 7 a.m., another 3.5 hours. Answer is 10:30 a.m. Answer is 10:30 a.m. Do you get this? Quite an easy one. Answer is clear? Answer is 10:30 a.m., which is option C. Which is option C. Sorry, none of these. Option C. Clear? Any doubt in this? Any doubt in this? I hope you understand. If you're viewing it live, you can ask your doubt. Clear? Fine. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Number 5. Number 5 on your screen. Number 5. Okay. Let's look at number 5. A and B started walking simultaneously from point P towards point Q. Okay. The ratio of the speeds of A to B is 7:1. After reaching Q, A starts walking back towards P and meets B. If PQ is 200 meters, find the distance of the meeting point from P. So let's take it. Let's take it this way. Okay. A and B started walking simultaneously from P towards Q. Okay. So you have A, ratio of the speeds of A and B is 7 is, and what is the distance between them? The distance between P and Q is 200 meters. Okay. A starts from P towards Q and both of them are starting simultaneously. So A, let's say ratio is 7:1. So I can say A speed is 7x, B speed is 1x. B speed is 1x. Yeah. So how will it happen? How will it happen? They are saying PQ is 12. Find the distance of the meeting point from P. Okay, read carefully. After reaching Q, A starts walking back towards P and meets B. So what is the total distance covered by A? Can I say total distance covered by A is this blue line? Let's say they are meeting at this point. They are not meeting at the first time. They are meeting at this point. Let's say M. They are not meeting for the first time. A reaches Q and then A comes back and then A comes back. So can I say the blue line is the total distance traveled by A? The blue line is the total distance traveled by A. What is the total distance traveled by B? Let's keep some distance here. Let's put some distance here. Okay. So A speed is 7x and B speed is 3x. So what is the blue line? The blue line is the total distance covered by A. What is B? Remember, B is a very slow person. He's moving slowly. So B total distance covered by B is this green line. Will you agree? So I'll just put the legend here. Green indicates B. And what about blue? Blue indicates A. Blue indicates A. So think about it. They are meeting at the point M, and the blue line, can you see the blue line? It is going to Q and coming back. That is the total distance covered by A. Green line is the total distance covered by B. So can I say total distance covered when they met? Total distance covered, okay, when they meet is 200 plus 200, 400. 400. Will you agree? 400. So the first blue line is 400, and down line the green plus blue together is another 200. So total distance when they meet is 400 meters. Correct? Now the ratio is 7:1. 7:1. Ratio is not 7:3, sorry, 7:1. Ratio is 7:1. Correct? 1x. So can I say, how do you interpret the ratio? Ratio means if A covers 7 meters, B has covered 1 meter. That is the meaning of ratio. If A has covered 7 meters, B has covered 1 meter. Will you agree? Or in other words, if together they have covered 8 meters, how did I get that 8? 7 plus 1. If they together have covered 7 plus 1, 8 meters, out of the 8 meters that they together combine, together cover, A has covered 7 meters. So if they together need to cover 400 meters, how much would A cover? Unitary method. So 7 by 8 into 400, which comes out to be, find the distance of the A has covered total. A has covered how much? A has covered. You don't need probably A. You don't need A. I think you can directly say B. You can directly say B because distance of the meeting point from P is nothing but the green line. Distance of the meeting point from B is nothing but the green line. I think you can directly apply. You can directly take B. That will be easier, right? So this will be 1. This will be 1. Answer is 50. Answer is 50. Got it? This is a super easy question again. Super easy again. Why did I take B? Because I think the distance of the meeting point from M is nothing but the green line, and the green line is the total distance covered by B. Clear? So answer for the fifth one is 50 meters. Next, number 6. Let's look at number 6. Daisy Duck and Donald Duck starts moving towards each other from their homes 24 kilometers apart at noon. Daisy walks at a constant speed of 5 kilometers per hour, while Donald walks at a constant speed of 7 kilometers per hour. How far away from each other will they be 10 minutes before they meet? Okay. So we are doing today questions which conceptually they are similar. But if you are able to apply it, okay, you'll be able to solve any question from time and distance in your NMAT. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay. So you know what? The total distance between the two places they say is 24 kilometers. So Daisy walks at a constant speed of 5 kilometers per hour. They start moving towards each other. So other guy must be moving from, Donald must be moving from the other side and must be moving at a constant speed of 7 kilometers per hour. 7 kilometers per hour. Correct? So I think let's say they meet at a point M. Okay. So think about it. Logically, you can think at the end of 1 hour, Daisy would have covered 5 kilometers. At the end of 1 hour, Daisy would have covered 5 kilometers. So let's say this is the start. Okay. These are the points. First hour, Daisy moved like this, 5 kilometers. Donald moved 7 kilometers. So can I say the distance between them reduces by 5 plus 7, 12 kilometers. Think about it again. Daisy is moving towards Donald 5 kilometers. At the end of 1 hour, Donald is moving 7 kilometers. So 5 plus 7, the distance between them has reduced by 12 kilometers. So 24 kilometers could be reduced in 2 hours. or in other words, time is distance by the speed, distance by the relative speeds, distance by the relative speed. So what is time? Distance divided by the speeds, relative speeds, I will say. So distance is 24, speed is 12, 2, 7, 5 plus 7, correct? So how much it is? 2 hours. They meet in 2 hours. Question is not about when they meet. Question is how far from each other will they be 10 minutes before they meet. So basically, can I think about it in another way? 10 minutes, how much distance that they would together cover? Remember, 10 minutes, how much distance did they together cover? So 2 hours, I think the other way to look at it is 2 hours they meet. In other words, I can say in 2 hours or 120 minutes. In 120 minutes, you know what? The two human beings together covered 24 kilometers. The two human beings together covered 24 kilometers. So 10 minutes, okay, 10 minutes before they meet, how much distance would they have covered? How much distance would they have covered? Applied a unitary method. 24 divided by 120 into 10 comes out to be 2 kilometers. Answer is 2 kilometers. None of these. Answer is 2 kilometers. None of these. Clear? I hope it's pretty clear to you. Got it? Fine. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Number 7. Okay. A tiger sees a deer 100 meters away and starts running away from it at a speed of 50 miles per second. The tiger sees the deer 5 seconds later and pursues it at a speed of 40 meters or 40 miles, whatever you read, per second. How much later will the tiger catch the deer? Okay, again, draw the diagram. I think the diagram always helps. So a tiger sees a deer 100 meters away. So let's say at this point you have the tiger, at this point you have the tiger, and at this point you have the deer. Okay, the distance between them is initially 100 meters. Deer, moment it sees the tiger, it starts running away from it at a speed of 15 miles per hour, 15 meters per second, I would say. Okay, and the tiger starts running only 5 seconds later, 5 seconds later. So can I say in these 5 seconds, before the tiger actually saw the deer, how far was the deer from the tiger? Remember, the speed of the deer is 15 meters per second. So 1 second it moves 15 meters. So in 5 seconds it must have moved another 75 meters. So initially it was already 100 meters away, and now in 5 seconds tiger is still here. Deer has moved another 75 meters. So the distance between them is now 175 meters. 175 meters. And you got it. And this is it. So how far later will the tiger catch the deer? Simple. So what is time? Time is distance divided by the speed. Distance is 175. Two bodies are moving in the same direction. So what is the speed? Relative speed is the difference. In other words, if you want to visualize, the speed of the tiger is 40. Speed of the tiger is 40. So at the end of 1 second, tiger has moved 40, deer has moved 15. So the distance between them reduces by 40 minus 15, 25. Why 25? Think about it. If the tiger, initially the distance is 175. End of 1 hour, tiger has moved, at the end of 1 second, the deer has moved another 15. Deer has moved another 15, but tiger has moved another 40. So what has happened? Tiger is now here and deer is now here. So basically, compared to the previous, the distance between them has now reduced. Why? Because the tiger speed is more. Reduced by how much? 40 minus 15, 25. So 175 divided by 25 is 7 seconds. So how much later will the tiger catch the deer? The tiger will catch the deer in another 7 seconds. That's your answer. Will catch the deer in another 7 seconds, and that's your answer. Got it? Okay, I hope you understood. Two quick announcements. Remember, the Unacademy special price week is going on, and today is the last day when the prices have been reduced and you can subscribe at the reduced price. You can get a 20% discount. We already have reducing it by 10%, and if you use the code Parikshit Live, which is there on your screen, you will get another 10% off. So total 20% off is possible, but that is only happening if you register by end of day today. Because tomorrow onwards, this discount will not be there, right? So last day to get 20% discount, remember to use the code Parikshit Live, which is there on your screen. The reason is simple. If you use this code, you will get additional 10% off, so total 20% off. And extra thing is you will get free mentorship. I repeat, free mentorship from my side. And mentorship is all about helping you beyond the class hours till your CAT. Anytime you're preparing from your books, you have doubts, and if you have joined Unacademy plus using the code Parikshit Live, you will also get free mentorship. So the prices are there on the screen. Also, if you go for a 6-month subscription, you will get 1 month free. You go for an 18-month subscription, you get 2 months free. Whatever discounted prices you see, they are discounted, but more discount you will get if you use the code Parikshit Live. So 20% off today and only for today. Okay, so offer valid till 25th September. And yeah, if you are interested, if you are confused, you make a decision today. You make a decision by end of day today, before end of day today. Otherwise, this prices will increase. That is it. Do enroll for the scholarship test. This is absolutely free. Yeah, some query, a student often asks me some queries. That one query I get often is, sir, if I join using your code, do I get access only to your classes? Absolutely no. Remember, you are joining the Unacademy platform. You're not joining me, an educator. So you will get access to all educators, all subjects, Quants, DILR, Verbal, if you join using the code Parikshit Live. So 20% discount, last day, do enroll if you think you got to have the Unacademy subscription to crack your CAT. That is it for today. Hope you enjoyed the class, and I'm going to see you in my next class. Till then, goodbye and stay safe. Bye for now.